Please click on subscribe button and click on bell icon for more interesting updates on civil engineering concepts. In this video lecture, I will explain you analysis and designing of horizontal irregularity building which is related to the 12-story structure by using StatPro V8i software. So initially, I will show you that respected typical 3D model for that respected building structure in StatPro software so that you can able to understand the concept which is related to the horizontal irregularity. So click on the StatPro software. So this is my horizontal irregularity building. So click on the top view section. The irregularity will be occur at this respected portion and at this respected portion for this respected building. Okay. So initially I will model this respected structure. So after that I will analyze this respected structure by using StatPro V8i software. So for that, firstly, you have to click on the StatPro V8i software here. The software will be open here like this. Click on New Project option. Select the spacing option. Give the structure name. Just I am taking here as G plus 11 story structural model. So select the length units will be in meter as well as force units will be in kilonewton. Click on Next option. Click on Finish button. Now the software will be open here like this. So initially we have to click on the Geometry option. Click on Run Structure Wizard option. So in this I am selecting the frame models from this respected model type. Select the frame models option and I am selecting bay frame option. So firstly we have to enter the length of the building. So as per my assumption, just I am considering 6 number of the bays will be exist in horizontal direction and vertical direction. The each bay length will be consisting of 5 meter length. So 5 multiplied by 6 which is approximately equal to 30 meter length. Again you have to enter the height of the building. So basically we are taking it as 12-story building. So that's why we have to consider 12 multiplied by 3 which is approximately equal to 36 meter. Just I am taking here as 36 meter. Again in the same process we have to consider the width of the building is 30 in order to make the rectangular building shape. So again I am taking the number of bays along length direction will be consisting of 6 numbers and I am taking 12-story building. That's why we have to consider the number of bays in along height direction will be of 12 and number of bays along width direction also 6. Click on Apply option. Now we can see the 3D model will be open here which is consisting of the frame sections of beams and columns like this. So now we have to import this model from Structure Wizard option to StatPro software. So further click on Cancel option, click on Yes option. So click on OK. Now the structural model is imported to your respective StatPro software. So after that we have to make this respected model to irregularity. Okay. So horizontal irregularity. Okay. Which is not related to the vertical irregularity. So I was already explained what is the vertical irregularity for the respected building. So in this video I will cover the concept which is related to the horizontal irregularity only. So in order to make the horizontal irregularity, initially we have to click on the top view for the building. So here I am selecting the beams and column sections at this portion. Initially click on Delete option, click on Yes option so that it can make the horizontal irregularities up to certain portion. So after that we have to delete some more portion which is related to the beams and column section for this 12-story building. So for that just I am selecting these respected objects here like this. So click on Delete option, click on OK option. So it will delete all these respected remaining beams and columns at this respected position. Now you can see this is the 3D model for this respected irregularity structure. Now we have to add the slab section for this building. So for that firstly initially I will add the slab section at the ground story. So after that I will copy the properties which is related to the slabs in the ground story to the remaining stories. So for that click on front view option, cut section command, select view option, click on OK. So here I am cutting this respected portion for the building. Click on 3D view. Now we have to add the slab for this respected building section. So for that firstly we have to select the add 4-node plate option, select the first point, select the second point, third point, fourth point. Now we have to copy this respected 4-node plate to the remaining x direction as well as y direction. So select this respected plate cursor, just I am selecting this plate, go to transitional repeat in x direction, number of steps will be consisting of 1, each step will be consisting of 5 meter here. Click on OK. Again in the same process just I am selecting these 2 slabs, go to transitional repeat in z direction condition. Now we have to copy these respected objects to the 5 number of the steps and each step will be consisting of 5 meter. Click on OK. So now we have to copy these respective properties also in horizontal direction. So that's why we have to select these properties here like this. So go to transitional repeat in x direction, number of steps will be consisting of 2 numbers and each step will be consisting of 5 meter. Click on OK. Again in the same process we have to select these respected 2 properties. Go to transitional repeat, number of steps will be of 2 and each step will be consisting of 5 meter. Click on OK. Okay. So after that we have to click on the 3D view. Now we have to copy the slabs which is there in the ground story to the remaining stories. So for that firstly you have to select the plate cursor, select all the plates, go to transitional repeat in y direction which is consisting of the number of steps are 11 and each step will be consisting of 3 meter height. So click on OK. So it will copy the respective property to the remaining stories. So after copying the properties, we have to assign the beam section dimensions, column section dimensions, slab section dimensions. So for that, go to general option here, click on define option, select the rectangular portion. Just I am selecting the size of the beam is approximately consisting of 0.4 cross 0.5. Let us consider. Click on add option. Again in the same process we have to add the column dimensions also. So here I am considering 0.5 cross 0.5. Click on add option, close option. Now we have to add the slab thickness. Click on thickness option. Just I am taking 150 mm is the slab thickness. So firstly we have to select the columns. Go to select beams parallel to Y condition system. Click on assign to selected beams option here. Click on assign option, yes option. Again in the same process we have to select the beams. Go to select beams parallel to X condition system. Go to select beams parallel to Z condition system. Click on assign to selected beams option, assign yes option. Now again we have to select the plate thickness by using assign to view option, assign option, yes option. So after assigning the properties, we need to see this model in rendering view. So for that, firstly we have to click on the 3D rendering view option. So click on this respected options here like this. Now you can see this is a 3D rendering view for this respected building, which is consisting of 0.5 meter cross 0.5 meter is the dimensions for the column, and which is consisting of 0.5 cross 0.4 is the dimensions for the beam, and it will be consisting of your respected dimensions of slab will be approximately of 150 mm. Okay, so after that we had to apply the load cases for this respected building. Before that we had to apply the support conditions for the base. So for that, go to general option here, select the support system, click on create option. So it will be consisting of fixed support, pinner support, fixed, but as per the considerations of the building designs, only we have to consider the fixed supports. So click on add option, click on select support to, select the front view option and select all the node points at the base. Click on assign to selected nodes, assign yes option. Now we have to add the load cases for this building. Okay, basically this irregularity structure will be helpful for decreasing your respected intensity of the seismic loading condition. Okay, due to that reason, just I am considering the analysis which is related to the seismic loading action as well as wind loading action. So click on loading and definitions option initially, click on define option, select the seismic definition, click on add. So initially we have to select the load case which is related to the as per IS 1893 code. Click on generate option. So it will generate the parameters. So it will open your respected dialog box here, which is consisting of the seismic parameters definition. So initially I am selecting here as zone, which is related to the high seismic zone, and response reduction factor you can consider as per your definition. So here I am taking response reduction factor for special RC moment resisting frames only, and importance factor I am considering for all general buildings. Okay, and rock and soil type just I am taking here as medium soil condition. Click on generate option, so that the parameters which is related to the zone, response reduction, impedance, rock and soil type, structure type will be added here like this. Click on add option. So now we have to add the weights which is related to the dead loading condition. So initially we have to add the weight which is related to the self weight of the structure. Then after that we have to add the member load which is related to the external wall load condition systems and internal wall load condition systems. So click on 13.8. This respected value will be calculated as per the external wall dimensions. Basically I am considering the external wall dimensions will be comes under your 9 inches, which is approximately of 0.23 dimensions, multiplied by unit weight of the brickwork multiplied by each floor height. Okay, which is approximately getting the value as 13.8 here. Okay, click on add option. Again in the same process we have to add the internal wall load. So here I am taking 0.125 multiplied by 20 multiplied by each floor height, which is approximately equal to 7.5. So here I am entering this respected value is 7.5 here. Click on add option. Again in the same process we have to enter the parapet wall load also. Basically we will consider the parapet wall will be consisting of 1.2 meter height multiplied by multiplied by unit height of the brickwork and multiplied by your respected thickness, which is approximately 0.125. that is comes under the value of 3 here. So just we have to enter the 3 value here. Click on add option. Then after that we have to add the floor weights also for the respected slab, which is related to the marble sign tiles. So basically here I am considering the floor load will be consisting of approximately of 2, which is acting at a distance of Y range of 3 meter. Why? Because my first slab will be exist at the 3 meter height and last slab will be exist at the 36 meter height. Click on add option, close option. Now we have to select the uniform load. Firstly we have to select beams parallel to X condition system. Again you have to select beams parallel to Z condition system. Click on assign to selected beams, assign yes option. Now I am selecting this respective load. Again I am selecting beams parallel to X and beams parallel to Z. Click on assign to selected beams, assign yes. Now I am selecting uniform load. Again I am selecting select beams parallel to X condition. Again select beams parallel to Z condition system. Click on assign to selected beams, assign yes. So after defining the respected seismic loading condition, we have to define the wind loading condition also. So for that, firstly select the wind definition, click on add your type on wind 1, close option. Select the type on wind 1 here, click on add button. So here you can enter the values of your respected calculation part of wind load intensity as per the definition. So here I am considering the intensity which is of 2 kN per meter square, which is acting at a distance of 36 meter. Again I am taking intensity is 1, which is acting at a distance of 18. So these respected values just I am considering as per the random calculations, not for the exact one. So I was already explained how to calculate this respected intensity by using IS 875 code already. So I will provide you that respected video link in above card link. I will provide you that respected video link in below description. You can watch that video for calculation part. So click on add option. Now we have to add the wind exposure factor as 1. Click on add, close option. Now select exposure 1 value by using assign to view option, assign option, yes option. So after that we have to define the load cases which is related to the dead load, live load, seismic load and wind load. So for that, firstly we have to select the loads and load cases and details option. Click on add option. Firstly, we will define the load which is related to the seismic loading condition. So here I am defining the load which is related to the seismic load which is in plus x direction. Let us consider plus x direction. Click on add. Again I am considering earthquake load which is related to the minus x direction. In the same process, just I am considering wind earthquake load which is related to the plus z direction. Again in the same process, just I am considering earthquake load which is related to the minus z direction. Click on add. So after that we have to add the wind loading condition system also. Just I am considering wind load which is related to the plus x direction again. Again I am adding the wind load which is related to the minus x direction again. Again in the same process, just I am adding the wind load which is related to the plus z direction again. Again in the same process, just I am adding the wind load which is related to the minus z direction. Again we have to add the load which is related to the dead loading condition system, DL add option. Again I am selecting the live loading condition system. Select the load type will be of LL add option. So firstly we have to select the earthquake load X, click on add. So here we have to select the seismic loading condition which is in X with factor 1, add, close. Again we have to select the earthquake load minus X, click on add option. Select the load case will be related to the seismic loading condition with X with factor as minus 1 direction, opposite direction. Click on close. Now we have to select the earthquake load plus X direction. So click on add option. Select the seismic loading condition in Z direction condition with factor 1, add, close. Select the minus Z direction value, click on add option. Select the seismic loading condition which is act in Z direction condition with minus 1 factor. Again we have to add the wind loading condition in the similar process. So select the load which is related to the wind loading condition with X direction with factor 1, add option. Again in the same process we have to select the minus X direction wind load. Select the load which is related to the wind which is X direction with factor as minus 1, add button. Now we have to select the wind load which is related to the Z plus Z direction, click on add. Select this respective load is wind load which is in Z direction with a factor 1, add, close. Select the minus Z, click on add. Select the wind load here, let us consider. So again we have to consider the Z direction with a factor as minus 1, click on add, close option. Now we have to consider the dead loading condition, click on add option. Firstly I will add the self-aid condition system, then after that I need to add the member load which is related to the walls load. Basically it will be acting downward direction, just I am considering here as minus 13.8 one load. So again I am considering minus 7.5 second load and minus 3 third load. So again we have to add the floor load condition system also for the marbles and tiles. So just I am considering the load which is related to the 2 kilonewton per meter square which is acting at a distance of 3 meter and 36 meter. Click on add option. Again we have to select the live loading condition, click on add. Select the load which is related to the floor load. Just I am considering it as minus 5 which is acting at a distance of 3 meter and 36 meter. Click on add option. Now we have to select this respective self-aid condition by using assign to view, assign option, yes option. Now we have to select the uniform load. So for that firstly we have to select the select option. Just we have to select the beams parallel to X condition system. Again you have to select the beams which are parallel to the Z direction condition system. So go to select option, beams parallel to Z condition. So click on assign to selected beams option here. Click on assign option here, yes option. Now again in the same process, you have to select this. Click on assign to selected beams. Assign option, yes option. Again in the same process, we have to select this respected load. Assign to selected beams option. Assign option, yes option. Now we have to add the load combinations for this respected building. So for that, firstly we have to go to the loads and definitions here. Okay, load cases details. Click on add button. So here I am selecting auto load combination as per the Indian code system. Click on generate loads. So it will add the load combinations here like this. Click on add option. Click on close option. So after that, go to analysis and print. Add your no print option. Close option. Again go to analyze option. Run analysis. Save it. So here we have to check for the zero errors for this respected model, which is related to the G plus 11 story 12 story building. So here my model is checking for the zero errors. So if the model is obtaining with zero errors, then our model is correct as per the analysis. Then we can proceed for the designing section. Now you can see here my model is observed with zero errors. Go to post processing mode. Click on done option. So click on apply your all load cases. Click on OK. So you can select the deflection diagram here like this, depends upon your loading condition system. So the building will be deflecting downward direction condition system here like this, depends upon your considered load case. So this is the deflection diagram due to presence of earthquake load, earthquake Y, Z condition system, and minus X, minus Z, minus Y, minus Z. Okay, this is a dead load, this is the live load, and this is the combination deflection diagram. So in the same process, you can check the results which is related to the shear force value. So click on Fy value. So this is the shear force diagram which is related to the 12 story horizontal irregularity building. So you can select any one of the load combinations and load cases for the different types of the shear force diagrams. Again in the same process, we have to check the bending moment diagram. Click on MZ value. Select the load case here. Just I am selecting earthquake load X. This is the bending moment diagram which is related to the earthquake load X, earthquake load minus X. This is the plus Z direction. This is the minus Z direction. Wind load plus X direction, wind load minus X direction, wind load plus Z direction, wind load minus Z direction, and this is the dead loading condition system, and this is the live loading condition system. Now we have to check the plate pressure. Select the plate pressure. Apply your stress type is absolute pressure. Click on apply option here. Click on OK option. This is the maximum absolute pressure which is related to the building section. Okay. So after analysis process completed, we have to design this building. For that, go to modeling option here. Click on design option. Initially, we have to select the concrete frame design. So in this, we need to select the IS codal provision which is related to the 456 code. Click on select parameters. So initially, we have to deselect all the parameters. From this, we have to pick compressed and yield strength of shear reinforcement, maximum and maximum secondary. Click on OK. Select define parameters. Just I am considering the grade of the concrete will be comes under 40,000 M40 grade, and Fy main just I am considering here as 500 steel grade, 500,000. Click on add option. Again I am selecting section reinforcement which is nothing but shear reinforcement, 500 grade, Fe 500 grade. Click on add option. Maximum main just I am taking here as 16 mm diameter bar. Click on add option. Maximum secondary just I am considering here as 12 mm diameter. Click on add option, close option. Now we have to select the commands option. Select the design beam command. Click on add. Select the design column command. Click on add option. Slab element command. Click on add option. Takeoff command. Click on add option, close option. Now we have to select this respected question marks. So go to select FC by using assign to view option. Assign yes. Again in the same process, we have to select Fy main by using assign to view, assign yes option. Section reinforcement by using assign to view, assign yes option. Select maximum main, assign to view, assign yes option. Secondary building, assign to view, assign yes. Design beam section, go to select beams parallel to X condition system. Again go to select beams parallel to Z condition system. Click on assign to selected beams option, assign yes. Go to select design column, go to select option, beams parallel to Y condition. Click on assign to selected beams, assign yes option. Go to select design element by using assign to view, assign yes option. So after that, go to analysis and print again. Add your no print option again, close option again. Again we have to check for the zero errors for this respective section. Go to analyze option further, click on run analysis, save it. So here we have to check for the zero errors for this respected design also. So now we can see here my model is checking for the zero errors as per the considerations of the designing values. Now you can see here my model is observed with zero errors, but it is showing 129 warnings. You can decrease that respected warnings by increasing your respected dimensions of columns and beams. Go to post processing mode, click on done option. So deselect the deflection diagram, select any one of the beam. Just I am selecting this respected beam section, double click on it, click on concrete design. So this is the concrete design which is related to this respected beam, which is having 5 bars of 10 mm dia with 470 distance, and the bottom section will be consisting of approximately 4 bars of 12 mm dia with 31 center to center distance, and it will be consisting of, for this respected member length, it is consisting of 12 a number of the 8 mm dia bars with 200 center to center distance. Okay, so again in the same process we have to select any one of the column. Just I am selecting this column, double click on it, so it is showing the beam results only. Again you can select the vertical member, so click on the concrete design. So now we can see the number of the bars that is required for casting of this respected building section is 32 number of the bars is required, which is consisting of 16 mm diameter. Okay, so this is the designing values which is related to the column section. So again in the same process we have to check the output file. So click on the start output file option. So click on the results option here. So click on the concrete design. So this is the concrete design results which is related to the beams and column section for the respected horizontal irregularity building. So this is the complete process, analysis and designing of horizontal irregularity building by using StatPro V8i software. If you have any queries about this respected video, please text me your questions in the below comment box. I will try to give the answer for the respected questions. Thank you.